Hello Scorpio, welcome. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your reading for the 28th of February through to the 6th of March 2022 or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond that time. It's a general reading, Scorpio, so please take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. It'll be for somebody else at this time. But let's see, shall we? Just to say, I've got a slightly different setup and different environment at the moment. Because I'm up in Scotland with helping my daughter settle in. She's moved home. But it's all good and it's all going really well. It's very exciting. But I found a little corner for myself here just to do your reading for you, Scorpio. So let's see, shall we? Let's see, starting with the Moonology Oracle cards. What's important for Scorpio to consider at this time, please? What's important for Scorpio to consider at this time? So, first of all, we have the disseminating moon, and this is take time to breathe out. So just take time out to breathe deeply, Scorpio. And we have the full moon in Libra. And this is saying a win-win outcome is forecast. So that's good news. No losers there. So what do we have for Scorpio, please? What's important for Scorpio to consider at this time? What's an important message for Scorpio, please? So we have the heart of your reading, the root of the matter, past influences, what's on your mind at the moment, the future going forward, and then something else your guides would like to say to you at this time. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Hermit, and this is taking time out, coming away from the crowd, and searching within yourself for the answers for which way to go forward, which direction to take. You know, but shining your light inwards. This is about deep self-reflection here. So I'll just put that to one side and we'll get some clarifying cards on the table. So could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Scorpio? Clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, we've had the Empress that's just jumped out and flipped over, so we'll have a quick look. This is very much about fertility, expansion, growth, but being very concerned about matters to do with the earth, the well-being of the earth, the development of the earth, the planet that we live on. We see the connection with the moon energy here also, Scorpio. So there's some form of expansion, development, growth here. All right, so I'll just pop that back in, a little bit more of a shuffle. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Chariot. And this is very much a Cancer energy, but this is about taking the reins and things starting to go forward quite quickly now. And you know, and you guiding the Chariot in the direction you want it to go. So whatever this is referring to, Scorpio, this is about you taking control, taking the reins, and things moving on apace now. So let's have a look. At the heart of your reading, we have the Four of Cups and we have the Five of Swords. And the Four of Cups, this is when there's something on offer here. Whatever it is, it'll be something different for all of you, Scorpio. But there's something on offer and you're really not sure whether to accept it or not. And the clarifier is to do with some form of competition, a battle. But this is about, you know, a need to leave the battlefield now because it's too stressful. This is a conflict, conflict that's been happening, either within you or around you, Scorpio. But, you know, a need to leave the battlefield now, you know. It's no pointless carrying on with this battle because somebody wants to win at all costs. And that's a difficult energy to deal with. So there's an opportunity being offered here to leave the battlefield, but you're really not sure. You're not sure about this. And I feel that's why, you know, as the Hermit, you're trying to get answers, you know, going within yourself to try and get the answers about how to move forward. You know, take control of this situation. So at the root of this, we have the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords. The Queen of Wands is very much the entrepreneur. They sees opportunities and goes for them. Very fiery, very active, you know, vibrant energy. Very passionate with what she does. It's not gender specific. Scorpio. This could be referring to an aspect of yourself in the past, or it's somebody connected to you, or just the energy of the Queen of Wands. But whatever it is, the clarifier is the Page of Swords. So there's been a light bulb moment here. You know, you've read something, you've gained some knowledge, and it's helping you, or it's helped you to move, to get back a sense of balance and move from one environment to another. But there's definitely a light bulb, some form of an idea that suddenly dropped in, if you like. And that idea was an opportunity. An exciting opportunity for growth and expansion. So this is at the root of this situation. So what are the past influences? Okay, we have the King of Swords and we have the Tower. The King of Swords is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But the King of Swords uses logic, thinks deeply about things. Thinks things through, doesn't allow emotions to cloud his judgment. The King of Swords can refer to the courts, the police, the legal services. Doesn't have to, but for some of you that may be relevant. So this is in the past. But whatever the King of Swords represents for you, it brought in a Tower moment. So a tower is when there's some form of a shocking revelation that came in, that brought a tower down. We build many towers in our lives, sometimes multiple towers at the same time, metaphorically speaking. But one of your towers came down, Scorpio. There was a bit of a shock, a revelation. And it was to do with the King of Swords energy. Perhaps the King of Swords, whoever it's referring to, brought this revelation, brought this tower down. Or it could be this tower moment happened and you've had to give some really deep thought to this situation. So that's in the past. And I can see now then moving on to the present then, something is on offer to leave this battlefield, to leave this, whatever the tower brought in. But of course, at the root of this, there's an opportunity here, an opportunity for growth and expansion. And you've had a light bulb moment, or certainly somebody has had a light bulb moment. But I feel that may be connected with this tower, brought the tower down. But let's see, Pardon? Sorry about that. Somebody just came knocking on the window. Sorry about that. So what you're thinking about here is the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune, this is the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Destiny, and you're thinking about your destiny now, the Wheel of Fortune turning for you. And the clarifier is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is something to do with growth, something growing slowly. The roots are well established, the good roots, good firm roots, but the slow growth. So you're having to really pay attention to this and focus on whatever this is to do with. Yeah, so I had to stop my recording, so I'm hoping that joining the readings together is not going to be too difficult. I've never done it before, because somebody had come to the door again, the same person who was waving at the window, so I had to stop the recording to go and see. But anyway, as I was saying, what you're thinking about, Scorpio, is your destiny, the Wheel of Fortune turning, and it's to do with something that's growing and developing. Although you're aware that you've got to give it time, you're not there yet. But you're prepared. I feel you're prepared to give the time to this. It's something because the roots are well developed here. So if we look at all the cards across the top, we can see that we have the Hermit. So, going within, searching to find a way forward or the answers to a dilemma, because the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour now. And something is growing slowly, that you're very aware you're going to be nurturing and allowing it to develop and grow naturally. But taking the reins, and steering your life the way you want it to go, or this situation the way you want it to go, and very aware that things can actually start to move forward a pace. Particularly if you're, giving time and attention to whatever this is, to this natural growth. And then going forward, we have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. The Ace of Cups, this is a new love here, or a deepening of a current love. But it's something that's very important for your heart space, that's going to make your heart sing. And the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the minor arcana, and he's on his way to deliver a message. So there's a message going to come in very quickly about your heart's desire, or an opportunity for love, or an offering of love, or a situation to deepen a current love, Scorpio. And what do your guides want to say to you at this time? Well, we have the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So the Nine of Swords, this is fear-based thought. So what your guides want to say, there's something that's playing on your mind but it's bigger than what it should be. That your concerns, your worries are bigger than what they should be. And that's because you are giving a lot of thought to something. It's a deep thought to something, trying to get the answer, trying to get to the bottom of something. But it's going over and over in your mind. It's too much in the mind here. There's perhaps a need to take a step back, as recommended by the Hermit. Take a step back and do some reflection and introspection here. Because things are starting to move, I feel. Something that you've been working on and nurturing is starting to move forward now. All right. So what your guides want to say, yes, try to ground yourself here. Giving too much thought, being very, very preoccupied with something is creating, fears that are too bigger than what they should be. Worries bigger than what they should be. Okay. So take time to breathe out, because a win-win outcome is forecast here. You know, things are looking very positive for you. All right, so we'll just get, could we have 2 final messages, please? 2 final messages, please, for Scorpio to conclude this reading. 2 final messages for Scorpio, please, to conclude this reading. 2 final messages. Right, so here we have finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source, and faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. So finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So this is very much about, this is where you're going to find your sanctuary in your spirituality, in your soul, in your introspection. Take time out to meditate. To walk in nature, you know, wherever it is where you feel centered, grounded and at peace. And it's just important to find your sanctuary, especially if you're feeling like this, or, you know, this is what's coming in or that's around you at this moment. All right, so it's important to find your sanctuary and open up to your spiritual source, open up to guidance from the universe, from the moon energies. That's where you're going to find your centre, Scorpio. And faraway places, get ready for new horizons. So get ready for expansion, get ready for movement. For some of you, this may be getting ready to, you know, go away, get away, go on holiday, you know, book an adventure. All right, a journey. But at the very least, this can be about expansion and experiencing new opportunities, new experiences, new adventures. So to come out of your mind a little bit, our mind can be our greatest ally, but it can be our worst enemy as well, but particularly when it takes over on a day-to-day basis. Okay. All right. This reading won't be for everybody, but whoever it's for, I do hope it's had meaning for you and given you some clarity on your situation and some support. But good luck going forward, and until next time, bye bye for now.